judging what the rhythm is, okay? So lead 2 here, this person's heart rate is 83, okay? And this red one, do you know what that is?
The arterial blood pressure.
This is their arterial blood pressure, okay? So they got ABP, that's the direct one, and then you've got an NBP, so that's the non-invasive. So the non-invasive, you're always going to get just a digital readout. And you know, so there's a little bit of difference between the two. So here's your arterial waveform, and then this one that says pleth, do you know what that is? Pardon me? No. This is your pulse oximeter. Yeah, it's actually showing the pulse from the pulse ox, and their saturation is 98%, so that's a good saturation. Now, one of the reasons they do that is you can tell, you know, sometimes you can tell a pulse just from that. I mean, it's going to tell you that a rate. But the other thing is sometimes if you have like a really crummy little waveform here, you've got kind of a weak pulse, then you need to think that the probe is not on straight, or it's not picking up the pulse real well. So if you've got a good pulse, this looks like a good pulse, a nice strong pulse. If you had a nice strong pulse like this and a lousy saturation, you'd have to think, oh, that saturation's not good because I've got a good pulse, and in spite of a good pulse, the saturation's not good. If you've just got something that's kind of real weak here and the saturation's not reading well, you got to think, well, maybe that's artifact. I need to look into that some. Down on the bottom here, this shows you respiration, and what what they'll do is the machines are usually built so they will the EKG leads will, as the electrodes move a little bit while people breathe, it changes the resistance between 2 electrodes, and the machine will interpret that as the chest moving for respiration. So that's usually not. Sometimes that's accurate, sometimes it's not. You don't see an end-tidal CO2 on here. End-tidal CO2 is really a much better way to judge the respiratory rate.